Yeah, welcome back everybody. Well, if you saw my video from yesterday, you saw that I was getting ready for some snow coming here in southern Maine. April 3rd today, April 3rd, it's Wednesday. And figured I'd just take a walk up the road, kind of check things out one last time. Not much I can do. It's been a rough winter, not in terms of snowfall, but just in terms of the road, condition of the road in general. It's been a little wetter than usual, so it's kind of ruddy. Ellie and I decided we'd take a little walk up and just kind of check things out one last time. Kind of kick some loose stones out of the road. Our driveway here is about just short of a quarter mile, and technically it's not even our property. It's just a right-of-way coming to our property, and we don't want to put a lot of maintenance into it. Obviously, it's just enough to get through and be able to pass and keep the vehicles going by. So good girl, Ellie. Good girl. Yay. As of yesterday, they were telling us the snow wasn't going to start till about 1 or 2. And then this morning, they changed that to 4. About a half hour ago, they changed that to 1 and rain. And now they just changed it to 45 minutes in snow. Who knows? I got some firewood stacked up, ready to go, covered up for the moment. I got enough inside for now. And I'm not really looking to do a whole lot of cleaning this snowstorm. I did some little things, like took out these mats and carpets I had laying down. I don't usually take anything out of the way, but I figured hopefully this will be the last snowfall and I can just let the snow melt and put them back down. Either way, here in southern Maine, you never know. It's April, it's winter. You're gonna get snow. Well, it's spring technically, but got a couple snow blowers here. I picked these two up last fall from a guy that picked up a new one and he didn't need these anymore, so got a pretty good deal on those. Those are ready to go. It's a 30-inch right here, Craftsman, 2-stage, and this is an older 26-inch. That's the 26-inch Craftsman. I think it's like a 96 or something, but runs really good. No fancy features to it, but it sure blows snow well. And then in here, this here is the first snowblower I ever bought, or we ever bought. Bought this, probably 10 years ago or more now, I think. I think we bought it when we moved here, I'm not quite sure. Troy built, 26-inch, 2-stage, and it's been a champ. Hasn't really had any major problems with it. Went through the whole thing last fall, made sure everything was good to go. This was a snowblower I bought. This is actually a Craftsman for a lawnmower snowblower. I bought this about, let's see now, 7 years ago, I think it was. And it was just a snowblower guy had bought, and he was going to put it on his four-wheeler, and then decided not to do that. So that's exactly what I was looking to do. I have the four-wheeler here, and I have, when I bought the four-wheeler, I'll turn the light on here. This is a 2004 Yamaha Grizzly 660. It's a beast of a machine. I don't see myself ever getting rid of this thing. Probably one of the best ATVs I've ever come across, and I used to be in the business, so I've come across a lot of ATVs, and I got to tell you, that thing is it's a workhorse, a play horse. It's everything I need around here. Anyway, so I bought this snowblower right here, and I had to build a base for it. I built this base, and it attaches to a frame, a subframe that mounts to my four-wheeler. This is a subframe that comes from Swisher attachments. They make all kinds of attachments for, I think, tractors and ATVs and whatnot. And I bought this used. This is the attachment. This runs all the way back underneath. You can't quite make it all the way back to the hitch in the back where it attaches. I'll go back there and show you. And basically, it attaches back here. It comes from under. You can see up front here. Comes to the back and mounts into the hitch right here, which is attached to the subframe. I kind of made this up myself because I still wanted to be able to put my trailer on, and I have a little box trailer, Cub Cadet that I use around the yard, so I made it to work on that. So this I can take off very easy. Basically just pull this pin out, and in the front all I have to do is pull 2 pins out right here. The whole subframe just drops out, and then from there I can just drive away. Pretty simple. Really love the design. And this front end design, I actually have a bucket that goes with it that works off of the winch, and a blade also, that plow blade for pushing dirt and snow. Not big, not heavy duty. I mean, it's only an ATV 660. It's not made to do a lot, but that little blade for pushing snow is amazing. The thing is crazy, works crazy good, but not so good for big yards. So I'm not really interested in doing a whole lot of cleanup. It's just going to make snow banks, and that's what I like about the snow blowers the most, is that the snow blower just kind of blows the snow out of the way, and it doesn't leave a snow bank behind, and it just seems to melt better and faster. So I'm not going to do too much. I'm not even going to come back and clean out the wood yard back here. I haven't been able to do much back here this winter other than some firewood over there, but we've had a couple, you know, with the snow melted about a couple weeks ago. It was nice and clear, and then we got some snow, the big snowstorm about a week ago, and then it melted again, and here we are again, ready for more snow. So yeah, this is what we get in southern Maine. I remember snowstorms well into April, so I'm not too surprised with it, but we'll deal with it, we'll get through it, and then we'll be able to get back to some projects we got planned here coming up. I think Brenda and I are planning to do a little video in the near future here to discuss some changes coming in our future. Kind of going to be unavoidable. You're going to notice once we make things happen here in the yard. So anyway, I'll keep you up to date on the snowfall as it comes down, and it'll be interesting to see how we progress through the storm over the next 72 hours. Oh boy. I do have the bucket on the Mahindra 2638. I just put that on. I had the forks on it just this morning, but I did not mount the snowblower this year. I didn't even take the backhoe off. Snowblower needed some work from last year, and it's all been repaired. I just haven't put it back together and got it running. Obviously no big rush. I'm just going to get that put back together, and we'll have it ready for next winter. I ended up messing up some of the augers, and on our dirt road it doesn't take much. Pick up a good sized rock, and not sure these things are really made for dirt and my kind of yard. Probably awesome on pavement, and I know people say, oh, you just got to adjust the shoes and put it on float, and yeah, it doesn't quite work that easily, unfortunately. It's a little more complicated than that. If you have an unlevel ground or uneven ground, it's constantly hitting the dirt no matter what you try to do. At any rate, I don't have the snowblower hooked up. I'm not I didn't miss it too much. We didn't get a whole lot of snow this year, and whatever snow we did get, I was able to just take care of with the small snow blowers and the Mahindra with the bucket on there. So that worked out pretty well, and unfortunately I haven't had time to run the sawmill too much lately. I do have a big pile of logs. And Mr. Crow. We do have quite a few logs to do. This is all hardwood over here. I was hoping to get some hardwood lumber out of that. And over here is my pile of pine, waiting to be cut up. And I'm hoping to get to that after this storm hopefully melts, and we'll get something loaded on the sawmill. Oh, next morning. Hey, good morning, next morning. And as you can see, did get the snow. And I'm just gonna, we lost power about 4:30 this morning. I'm gonna get the generator fired up, and I'm gonna get one of the snow blowers fired up. I gotta head up the road. Brenda went into work last night, so she's gonna be coming home this morning. And I just gotta make sure that we can get the car down here. This snow is about, I don't know, looks like about 7 inches or so. Really, really sticky, heavy stuff. I'm a little leery about heading up the road, but I gotta go see if I can't open it up, make sure Brenda can get in here. Oh. Well, this is useless. The snow is just so thick and heavy, the snowblower can barely even move it. Trees are down in the road here. I got another one down behind me, blocking the road right here. Yeah. So there's no way we're getting a vehicle in this way. Probably not much I'm going to be able to do to get those trees out of the way unless I cut them. But, oh yeah, the trees are down all the way up the road. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. I'm going to have to meet Brenda up at the top of the road, and we're going to have to walk down. I'm not sure I can make it up there to even make a parking spot. Oh, it should be fun. There, a couple of trees have snapped right out in the road. I'm going to try, you can see there's trees down here. I'm trying to walk up best I can. There's still trees down all the way up. I haven't made it around the turn up in the hill, but I'm going to see if I can't make it up to the top. Hopefully I can clear out a spot for Brenda to park when she gets home, so that we can walk back to the house, and then we'll deal with this obviously later. So I got to get this cleared out, get her home safe and sound, and then get the generator fired up. And I'm about halfway. This is looking up the little hill. You can see all the trees down. I'll be honest with you, I'm a little nervous being out here. It's pretty windy, and with the very windy, and with all the snow on the trees, kind of makes me kind of nervous to be out here, to be honest with you. But I got to make it up to the top of the road and at least see if I can't make a parking spot. See what happens here. Well, I made it up to the road, up to the mailbox. Looks like they went by once with the plow truck. Not bad, but you can see trees on the power line down here, blocking the road. Luckily we have another way to get in. I'm not sure how this end of the road is. I don't see any trees down right here, but definitely could be some issues other locations. Now, I'm just gonna try and clear out enough of a spot here so we can get the car down as far as possible for today, and we'll deal with it another time. What a day, what a storm. All right, I was able to get most of the hill cleared enough. Brenda said she's on her way home. I'm not sure if she's gonna make it, but we're gonna find out. Hopefully there's no big trees down. She's got about a half-hour ride. Judging by the road here, boy, I hope it's better out there. Anyway, that's the update for now. It's still pretty windy out here. There's no way we're gonna be driving down the road. Now you can see the road, there's trees blocking down here. Anyway, fun day in New England. There's the road here. I managed to get this branch out of the way with knocking a little snow off, but I'm not going to do the rest of them. We'll wait for that to melt and clean up after. Brenda just let me know she's on her way home, so I'm going to head back up to the road and see if I can't meet her there. I made it back to the house. And I did a video yesterday, or I should say at the top of this video, I was saying I got 4 snow blowers. Didn't matter how many snow blowers I have. They're pretty much useless. With the sticky snow, it just kind of clogs them right up. Doesn't really work too well. I did spray this one here. I sprayed it a little bit with some WD, the augers and whatnot, and it seemed to work a little better, but still not great. Just kind of floats on top of this heavy snow. Anyway, we're gonna head up to the road and see if we can't meet Brenda up there, walk her back to the house. Ellie likes it. All right, well, we got Brenda home, in bed, sleeping. Couldn't get the key all the way into the driveway, obviously, trees blocking the road. But she got in pretty far, farther than I thought she would. Did really good. I'm standing in about, I don't know, looks like, I don't know, maybe a good 10 inches here of just thick, heavy, wet snow. I'm really worried about the roof on the trailer right now. I've got the generator going. I got Ellie with me. And I'm gonna see if I can't take some of this snow off the roof. I got the generator running basically right now for the refrigerator, but I'm going to go grab a battery and do like I did last storm, or one of the storms this winter, where I was backfeeding from a battery to power the fridge, which worked pretty well. And I figured that'll keep the generator from running. It's a little close to the bedroom where Brenda's trying to sleep, even though she's got earplugs in. It's rough. I don't know if I mentioned, it's about 9:30 Thursday morning now. I think they were supposed to continue this for another couple days. I was just getting ready to try and knock some snow off the roof, get the ladder ready. I looked over towards the camper here. I see this tree hanging down. I'm worried if that snaps, that's going to land on the camper. Not to mention the truck's right here. The power lines. Not a good, safe place to be either. I'm going to try and knock some of this snow off. Well, I was able to knock some snow off and get that tree back up. And I noticed a good sized branch fell right over here, not far from the truck. That is pretty bad. Let's see if I can't take some snow off over there. Oh, I don't have a tripod set up. I'm going to start clearing. I got a little bit done. It's pretty heavy. I gotta get this off. At least this section, it's pretty open underneath. There's not a lot of framing underneath to keep it, support it. So I'm gonna get to it. I'll get back to you in a bit. What are you doing? Well, managed to get this part done. I tell you what, it goes pretty good with this rake. I don't know if I can do this one-handed and film it, but it's kind of heavy. Here we go. This thing works pretty well. Reaches all the way to the other side of the trailer, so I can pull pretty big chunks of snow over. This is a small one comparatively, but at any rate, this roof rake works pretty well. And I managed to get this section done. I'm going to move the ladder over if I can. Try to get a little bit more done. But first, I'm going to go turn off the generator and get my little AC inverter set up for the refrigerator inside. And I'll come back out, try to get some more of that done. Whew. Winter day on a spring day in Maine. Wonderful. And I'm seeing all kinds of broken trees out here and getting a little concerned with some of these branches on this maple tree. As you can see, one already came down next to the truck. I don't know how far I'm going to get, but I'm going to try and pull it more into the middle of the yard and see if I can't get it away from some trees, at least some branches. It's usually generally pretty protected here, but you can see the trees budding already, and with the heavy snow and everything, it's just probably a matter of time before something comes down, as is already did down the road. It's pretty scary. You can see them over here on the power line. Wow. Well, that wasn't too bad. I was able to move it. You get over here a little more protected in case something comes down. Not much I can do about the camper, unfortunately, and just hope nothing comes down on it. You can see where this branch top right here, I don't know if I can zoom in enough to the top of this tree, but it's not. It's top of the tree's broken off. There's another one over here, it's broken off. Anyway, that's the update for now. I'm going to go ahead and get back up to here. Keep cleaning as much as I can. That's probably a good 10 inches on top there now. And it's pretty heavy. It's pretty thick. It's one of those snows that you just make a snowball with it. It's just full of water. And heavy. Probably be some roofs caving in. Hopefully not ours. Hopefully not anybody. But I've seen this before. Oh, Ellie doesn't mind the snow. I'm probably close to half done, and it goes pretty fast. It's probably closing in on. It's got to be 17, 18 inches of snow. It's pretty heavy. But what's nice with this rake is it breaks off in pretty big chunks. I don't know if I can do this one-handed again here. So I can get pretty big pieces at one time, and it slides off pretty easily. Oh, I gotta push it off. Well, and goes pretty quick. Biggest problem is trying to keep dry, but the wind's picking up a little bit, and that's a little nerve-wracking on top of everything. But I figure if I can get this part done, I think we'll be in good shape. And keep moving. This is where I'm looking at every time I climb the ladder here. I'm over at the other end of the trailer. I've got probably at least half of it done. This is probably, I don't know, 18 inches. And it's funny, a friend of mine texted me before the storm started and says, yeah, you're going to get about 18 inches. I kind of dismissed it and thought, well, actually I texted him back and says, I'm ready. No, I guess I'm not. Alright, back at it. Break's over. Alright, I got this done. Even did the whole thing. I wasn't going to, but there's so much snow and weight, and it's still coming down. I just couldn't see leaving it. I'm gonna go over and see if I can't knock a little off the camper. And Ellie's still having fun out here. I asked her if she wanted to go in. She didn't. Trees are snapping. I can hear them breaking around me. But I'm hoping this doesn't continue to the point where I gotta do this again. All right, off to the camper. All right, it's about 7:30 on same day, Wednesday, Thursday. Sorry, Thursday. Take a walk up the road here and lock the door to the Kia. Make sure it's locked. Let me show you what we got here. Trees down all over. Hello. Got pines down, like broken trees down. In the road here, there's a big pine tree. It looks like a top to a tree. Oh yeah, right here. Wow, it must have hit the wire on the way down.
Since this morning it came down?
Yeah. Yeah, since this morning, yeah. It's right past the first telephone pole. There's a pine tree, and the top of it came down. It must have hit the wire, and it's laying in the middle of the road. And then there's a bunch. Oh, this one was here earlier. Oh, I see another one down there. Oh, maybe that's the same. Okay, hold on. I'm be right back. I'm talking to Brenda on my little radio, letting her know what's going on. All right, I'm going to try the CB here. Give me a second. I'm still walking up the road. I haven't made it to the car yet. Oh, shoot. Hey, how you doing? Coming in clear here. Did you hear that?
Yes, I heard it.
Came in pretty clear?
Yep.
Sorry. Yeah, okay. I'm going to turn this one off right now and go back to the small one. I don't know if that's a small tree or top. I think it's just a small tree. Maybe this is as far as she made it this morning. Wow. All right, I gotta lock the Kia. it's all set. I'm heading back now.
Okay.
Friday, probably about noon. And I'm just taking a walk out, check the damage situation here. Tree came down, top, probably hit these wires in the road. Mostly just bent over. I'm a little nervous. You can see there's still quite a bit of snow in some of these trees, especially the big pine. So I was going to try and make it up to the Kia. Not sure how far I want to go, but I'm going to try and knock the snow off of these trees and see if I can't get some of them to stand up a little bit. To start, we got, I don't know, probably down a good foot here of, see how he's in there. This is all not fluffy. It's all wet. It's raining right now. That makes it even sketchier. So I'm going to just end this, get out of here. I was trying to make a phone call, but it keeps getting dropped. So, keep moving. I think we got this weather for today, and then they're saying maybe flurries for tomorrow, Saturday. Starting to clean up. After that, I see broken tree over here. Trees down all over. All right, later. Oh, okay. I get those to go up a little bit, enough we can walk around. That one's a little down in the road still, but better than it was. That one just doesn't want to go up. But it will, hopefully, as it warms up. Yeah, that one's going to hit the wire as it goes up. All right. I'm going to try and make it a little bit further. Very nervous next to these big pine trees, as well as these. Yeah, not a good place to be. Just want to see how the Kia is. Yeah. You see it down here. That's as far as Brenda made it. The tree was in the road. I'm not going to bother going down there. There's nothing we're going to do. Trail, trees broken, trails blocked. Oh. All right. That's spooky out here. Oh, well, I'm out here trying to get reception. We lost internet and haven't had it, probably won't have it for a few days, along with power. And I'm doing a video, but unfortunately nobody's going to see the video until we get power back and we're able to get it posted. So in the meantime, I was just trying to create a post comment, and This is the best I could do to try and get. I'm pretty high. I'm on the roof here of the mobile home. Figured while I was up here with the phone, trying to get signal, put up a post, I'd take another swipe at the snow that's up here now. Yesterday in the video you saw, I was doing like a foot of this stuff, and this stuff's pretty nasty. It's really just wet slush. Let me turn this around. Yeah, this is it right here. This is probably about 3-4 inches anyway. If I can get this to focus, about 4 inches. You can see it's pretty slushy. It does move real easy. This is a rubber roof, and once I grab a big chunk with this snow rake right here, it really comes off pretty easily. But yeah, we're not going to be getting out of here doing anything for days probably. I'm guessing the whole area is probably down, and it's going to be down probably for a while. We can't even get out the road. Probably won't be able to get out the road for a few days. It's supposed to be up. Today's Friday. It's supposed to be rainy and snowy today, tomorrow. They're saying flurries. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but by Monday they're saying 60 degrees and then the 50s by Tuesday and so on. So it's not going to last long, but in the meantime it's going to be a little bit rough. Just trying to get around and get out and about and get information. All right, till later.